What's up? What's up? We back with another episode of the Work in Progress podcast. W's. It's your boy Loso. To my left, I got Jimmy. He free. To my right, I got Lito. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Hey, what's happening?
And then to my other right, I got...
Your other right or your far right?
It's the same thing, man. Far right, other right. All right, we got Shute. What up, brother?
What up, brother? Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Good to see everybody.
Yep. We back with another one. What's up, fellas? I ain't y'all a little slow in the group chat right now. Y'all training? What's up?
Definitely getting ready for Saturday.
Los, nobody's slower in the group chat than you, Los. So just for clarity, that's what they call it when the community note. Yeah, nobody's slower in the group chat than Los. He don't post none of his runs and stuff, so
I just show
he
up.
just wants to create some competitive banter.
Yeah.
Because this job turkey over here is going down on Saturday.
Hey man, I had a PR last week, so I'm on your ass, buddy. Them little 72 seconds, you try and be cute. You know what I mean? Want to give me 72 seconds? I got your ass.
I ain't get the paperwork filed.
Nah, it's on camera.
My counsel. I was under duress.
Sorry. But nah, we finna have fun, man. I'm excited.
Rock and roll 5K this Saturday.
So if you win, he got to do a rap, right?
Yeah, a 3-minute rap recording.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And if he wins, I got to do a 5-minute stand-up comedy.
5 minutes.
Yeah, set.
That's a long time on stage, buddy.
I don't know. I feel like he'll be able to bullshit through that if he do. Because, I mean, he used to be in the front of people. 5 minutes ain't nothing.
If it's 5 minutes of people that's not there for him.
Have you ever made it rhyme?
No, I can make it. I can make a rhyme, man. I can write a rhyme. But nah, that shit, it's gonna be.
Have you ever had the mic go out while you were on stage trying to make it rhyme?
Not making it rhyme, but I done had the mic go out and the lights go off, all type of shit.
Have you ever had the lights come on with 30 police in the building?
Hey, that's a...
No, not that one.
No, we got the back door on that.
So you think I can't handle 5 little pissy-ass minutes?
We gonna see.
Under pressure. Okay.
We ain't got to worry about all that.
No,
this nigga said he had back spasms. He came in with a new injury today, y'all.
Now he's sharing all my secrets. Now he gonna tell everybody I got back spasms. But nah.
You was laying out your excuses in the chat. You know, last week talking about I hurt my knee.
I still hurt my knee. Y'all saw the footage how I hurt my knee. So I'm bruised up.
What did he say he did in the strip club?
In the strip club?
I'm just saying, the back spasms, they know how you get on.
They know, you do.
Chosen literature, the she comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Your strip club experience.
Yeah.
Your addiction, compulsion, you're trying to get on the better side of. And then your last baked in excuse from the race that you was having all these, moments.
Extracurricular activities right before the race.
Right before the race.
Right before the race.
I've overcame all that, and right now
you persevered and you've worked through
I'm
it.
ready, bro. I just did a PR on Sunday morning.
Wow, boy.
Then you said that you be having your girl talk you through it while you were running in the race.
That's good.
Is that your plan for Saturday?
It was Farrakhan last time.
It was Are you not gonna tell us? You holding out?
This time. No, I'm taking this dead ass serious. This PR, word to my homie Josh. Like if I don't hit a PR, I'm going to the ER.
I was thinking about that when I was
by the hospital.
I'm leaving it all out there on the street this time.
They're gonna take you to
all
Skyline.
out there on the street. So.
Well, that's good, man. I've been seeing the times. We have been sharing some of our runs, and bro has improved his times greatly. It's gonna be a competitive challenge for each of us.
Yeah.
And Lowe's, you cracked 30 minutes last time, didn't you?
30, 29.
And you not aiming for 30 this time.
Nah, I'm not even. Look, man.
Man, you gotta aim for something.
I don't have to. That's the thing. That's so crazy. So, like, let's talk about that. Because no, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that because everybody has their own definition of success and definition of progress.
Okay,
sure. I'm not racing against any one of y'all.
I'm not either.
For sure.
So I'm racing. You're not racing against anybody. I thought you was racing against him.
I'm race against everybody, but I'm agreeing with you. The success or fail is
Yeah,
not determined
so
by
for me,
what nobody else does.
Yeah, true. So my progress for me is making a commitment to do it, to run with y'all, to be out there and complete it. I don't care about the record. I don't have the time or the bandwidth right now to focus my energy on getting the rest that I need, eating what I need, running when I need to, all that just to bring my time down. So like today I ran and my shit was like it was supposed to be an easy run. I was using the runner app. So it was like it didn't want me to run faster than 12, 30, or 13 minutes. So I was just chilling out there, got my little
Told
3
you, hey, chill out, bro.
Just chill.
I don't want that out.
Out there walking, bro.
It's a life alert app. Life alert for walkers.
12 or
Slow
13.
down, pal.
He was 15 years older than he actually is on the app.
It's cool, shoot.
My slow run is at like 8:45, 9 minutes.
That's cool. You look like a little Somalian. You should be.
Hey, I mean,
All right, so cause only the way I'll call you out on bullshit is just the competitor that I've always known you to be. Like you're not. I understand and not weighing it up, sizing up versus nobody else, but you're not even competing with yourself. Like to say I want to beat my prior time. I get that the devotion, the intentionality that comes with it, but you're signing up for a race, paying money to run in the race.
I'm gonna get a medal and a shirt, and we'll take a picture, post that shit on Instagram. Hey. Ain't nobody gonna be. First of all, only time that I look at the times is once we get done for that day. After that, I ain't thinking about that shit no more. Like if I don't write it down on my bib, I'm not even gonna remember.
Hey man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud. Like we talked about, you come from smashing controllers and like now you want to fight everybody. So
we talking about this, right? So that just kind of bring up the topic of what, like they asked us on YouTube in the chat, why do we run in general? Like, so what was the reason why we started running, or like what was do y'all remember the first race? Like, what is this?
Period. Yeah, why do you run?
Well, I'll say like so I ran track in school, so I sprinted. So running is like I've always played sports. So I enjoyed the competitiveness about it with each other. I do. Let me finish.
I used to back then.
So when I first started running again, the past couple of years was because you was doing the 75 hard. And so I tried to start doing that, but couldn't complete it. And we were already like texting each other, like I'm doing this workout, I'm doing that. So that's what got me back into like being active and healthy, because after I stopped playing football, you don't have like a schedule. I'm gonna be with these guys working out at 5 o'clock. We're gonna be watching film. We're gonna be on the field. Yeah. So then it becomes like what fits into my lifestyle to be able to do it. And so even though I wasn't working out with nobody, being able to like be in a group of people knowing like we all got a goal or we gonna be doing something, that's what made me really enjoy to get into running. And then at some point we was doing like 50 miles a month, Yeah. But that's the fun part. That's why I really run. Like I said, if I had the time, like if I didn't have to stay up to 1 o'clock doing a pellet brief and then know I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go run and like run every day like I was when I was running back then every day at 5, then I can get into the race and be talking shit. But like I know what it takes and I ain't got the time for it. So I'll see y'all Saturday at the finish line once y'all, get y'all drinks and stuff after.
So you ran competitively like in school, and then you got back active and running just kind of was like a cool sweet spot. Now you don't have the time to run competitively, but why do you like? What are the effects of it? Like, why do you run? Like,
a lot of it is like it's kind of mental health clarity. Like when you was talking about earlier, talking about it's gonna be PRER. I was thinking that while I was running, I was like, man, how's the race gonna look Saturday? But then it helps me clear my head from the day, like being in front of a computer screen for hours, being able to be outside to see other people. So like that's a big part of it is that clarity piece. It really helps settle my body, to be fidgety. Because if I don't, my bad habit, my vice is I smoke Black and Milds. So like when I get anxious, I'll smoke more. So if I make myself go run, then obviously I'm not smoking when I'm running. And then when I get back, I don't really want to smoke because I just got done running. So that's another thing that it helps me do too.
That's right. Kick a habit.
Yeah.
Why you start running? What you ran cross country in school?
I ran cross country. I ran track. I started back running I got a coworker who does triathlon sprints, and I've been there shooting the shit with him, and I said, man, I want to get into it. So I bought a bike, so I was cycling for a little bit, and I was running too, and I started swimming, and I realized I'm not as good as a swimmer as I thought I was.
That's what I was about to ask you. That swimming part is serious in the triathlon.
Tough. So anyway, I'm running, and then this is prior to, it's just 2019, and on into 2020, COVID happened, and I got COVID and got real sick for about a month, and I fell off, and I didn't run again, until we started running, and then I came up with a goal for me I wanted to feel 20 at 40. I'll be 40 next year. And so that's why I started, running heavy and in the gym. I've never been a gym person. I'm in the gym a lot. And so running for me is just, just trying to find my youthfulness and stay young and stay free. I hate it. Don't get it twisted. Every time I start running, that shit is not fun to me. It's not to clear my head. It's not to none of that. It's just I want to be better at it. That's it. I want to run, I want to get my mile timed. I want to get my 5K down to 20 minutes. That's my long-term or mid-term goal is to get it to 20. And
what's your time right now?
25, 35.
25, so
yeah,
5 minutes. Okay.
And that's going to take a lot of work, a lot of training. I got to run a whole lot more than I do. But yeah, it's just I just want to just stay as young and stay as fit as possible.
What about you, Los?
To be young and free.
I got. Go ahead.
It's kicking in.
All right.
So what you run for, Los? What got you into it? I know you kind of new to it, right?
Yeah, I'm new to it. I ain't true to it. So high school, I played ball, but they used to make us run cross country, and I used to skip cross country every time. You seen how high? Like when bro hopped in the taxi cab, like that was me all day. I did one of the little meets in cross country, I think in east. Yeah, it wasn't for me. Man, but getting with y'all, man, really y'all inspired me to run more. My old lady was running for a little minute, and I was watching her do it, and I was like, you ain't joining no run club. So I was like, let me figure out how to run too. So I started, you know what I'm saying, I bought me some little shoes, and then by the time I linked up with y'all, it was already like falling into place. So that's kind of really how
you enjoy it though? Now that you into it, 'cause we about 6 months in, and you running in races and shit.
Yeah, I think I enjoy the high of it. Like waking up on a Saturday morning, like this Saturday morning, I ain't gonna go to sleep until like 1, 2 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to.
We got events.
Yeah, like so. I like the high of waking up and getting ready for it, running it, being around different people that's running it, and after it feels
like the first day of school.
Yeah,
I can't never get no rest at that night. You know what I mean? I just be up.
Yeah, it's like an accomplishment too. So it's like I'm starting to enjoy it more. Running, training and stuff like that for like doing the sprints or like trying to run around like the track or run. Like I ran through Metro Center the other day on the trail. And it's just like, it's harder for me to do that versus going and doing it at the race. Because it's like I see other people doing it. It's like, I can't slow down now. The little dude just passed, I got kicked. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm motivated a little bit more.
Ain't nothing more demoralizing than seeing like a 9 or 10-year-old fly past you, bro.
They got all the energy.
See, I was
I ain't
gonna
gonna lie, for real.
To the last point, I do think I think you probably gonna set a new personal best in a race just because I'll run faster in the races than like I'm on a kind of a different side than both of y'all. You was like you really don't enjoy it. It's just it's a challenge for yourself, and then like you said, you kind of more rise. For it's more the race itself is more exciting than the training. Like I like getting out there just running, but when we do the races, it's like seeing hundreds, sometimes thousands of people out here doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah,
like that's just kind of like a oneness, like just feeling in sync with people. Because we get out there like some of these races, damn near nobody looks like us out there. Right. Or we definitely in a strong minority. I've run in the Juneteenth 5K the last 2 years where almost everybody looks like me. And on either end, it's just like, but we out here on the same type of time. Yeah. If it's for a cause or for a charity or just on some wellness shit, like, you know, you start to see people over in them run clubs and like people just, you know, we might be a group of 4 or 5 of us, like with Jay, but like you see groups of 50 out there, and it's just like that's some cool shit. The same thing.
Community.
I don't get demoralized by the 9 and 10-year-olds. It be the people 10 and 20 years older.
Yeah.
Like I see a senior citizen out there, like man, damn, I'm about to. I got to damn near sprint to keep up their pace, or just even looking at the standings and like the people in the age groups up, like running faster times or comparable times. I know that the one before, I think the hot chocolate one, the one before the St. Patrick's Day, it was a lady, man, running so fast up this damn hill, and like at the end of the first,
at that point,
man, she was flying. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was like, damn, I'm sorry. Like, I can't run no faster than this. So I wasn't going to try to, rather. We had 2 more miles left. She was flying. Bro, when we got to the top of the hill, she was over on the sidewalk, bent over, like, about to pass out. I was like, I think you got too much dip on your chip.
I think with this one coming up, like, I've learned to, you know, like, don't start out, like, run your race. You know what I mean? And that's what, you know, trying to keep up with everybody else, you're going to burn out. You know, everybody's at different levels. And
that's, to me, like, I'm with you on like the mental health, the clarity part of it. Like sometimes just a break from just whatever hand life is dealing you, just the routine of it all, the fresh air aspect. I prefer to run outside versus on a treadmill. I do some training on treadmills, just some of the like sprint intervals and whatnot. But it's just cardio and balancing. I used to just smoke nonstop, like chain smoke at a time, and figuring out I had asthma in my mid-20s and shit. Like for me to run in, like open up my lungs and you know what I'm saying, it'll let me know how out of shape I am, and I think it's even helped with like breath control with the music and all. You know, it's a lot of aspects to it, but mainly I do get like a sense of accomplishment. Once I get out there, it's like it'll be times I'm like, I'm gonna go do 3 miles, and I might end up doing 5. Once I'm moving, it's just like I'm gonna push myself. That's another advantage to running outside. It's like the farther you go out on the trail, you got to make it back to the car, kind of thing.
I used to be scared to run outside. I started on the treadmill, and I was just like, I'm just gonna run this treadmill, do these sprint eights every day. But now I don't want to get on the treadmill. I'm only running outside now. And it just feels a whole lot better.
So like I like running outside in my neighborhood because I like looking at like the different construction. So like if I run a certain path every day, I can see like the progress on that, and it also helps my brain too, like thinking about what I'm doing. Like I don't know if you ever did like a guiding run with the Nike app where the dude's talking to you, the coach, running coach for Nike.
The nigga telling you run
13 years.
No. That's the app. That's the app. The Nike thing is a guy. He's just talking.
Yeah, I've seen him. I ain't used
it. But he talks about different things like what do you learn? What do you take from this run to your next run? Like, are you preparing for a race? Like, what is something that you do in this run that you can do better the next time? Like, and appreciating being out there and like seeing actual construction improvement, and then thinking about like the deposits that I'm making every day that I'm running. Like, I enjoy that. But the other side of running is sometimes I like to run at night, or I run in near a park, and I don't know about y'all, but I always feel uncomfortable when I'm like approaching a woman that's like in front of me, because you know, like I don't know, you know, they thinking, you know, I could be trying to mug them or something, so it'll make me feel like, do I slow down? Do I try to speed up and hurry up and get past them so I can just go on? You know what I mean? But that's something I think about, like when I run in my neighborhood and I see women, I'm like, well, how the fuck can I get up, you know, past you as quickly as possible, so I don't have to, you know, I don't want you, because you know how it is, you can hear people behind you and they start looking at, you know, with all that kind of stuff.
When I ran out east the other day, and it was just a bunch of, women walking around, white women walking around with their dogs and shit, and it was, they, you know, make eye contact, get them a little white people smile, and keep it moving.
What's your white people smile look like? Hey, get that.
Y'all should stick y'all tongue out of them.
Nah, I can't do that.
But I ain't never had no weird encounters.
Yeah, you should bark at them.
Growl or something.
That's one thing. Okay, I run in the morning a lot. You were saying the nighttime. I like a good sunset run, but I don't be wearing reflective clothing and shit. I thought you was gonna say you was gonna be scared of like.
No, I wear it. I got that thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I run in the mornings a lot of times. And I make it a point to like speak or acknowledge every person that I pass. And so it's like a social experiment for me because the areas that I run in, majority of the people don't speak in return. Or some people are like visibly like throw it off by just saying, I'm just like good morning or whatever, or at least wave.
Yeah, I always wave. I throw up the hand.
I noticed that people that are running are more likely to speak in return.
Facts.
And a lot of times people walking their dogs, like you can see like people try to treat you like you're invisible. Like if I don't make eye contact, maybe the nigga won't see me or something. Like I go through that shit. I ain't been as self-conscious of I know exactly what you're describing, but I guess it's because I'm running. And I'm like, bitch, if you think I'm trying to do something to you, like, where you think I was running from to ride right here in front of you to grab you? I got on headphones, thick sole running shoes.
Right.
I'm sweating bullets.
Yeah.
Get out
Really
the way.
Exactly. Get your ass over. This is, I don't mind you, you know what I'm saying? Just getting the fuck out the way. But like, I mean, I guess maybe what was the this is kind of I guess on the downside. What was the guy's name that was jogging?
Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah, I knew it was Ahmaud Arbery. Like I think about things like that in my neighborhood because I may get those looks of like what is I had a police like circle around one time in my neighborhood and I wanted them to say something to me like so bad. Cause I'm like they like creeping down the street and driving and I'm just like I thought about that. I was like, this fucked up. Like do I look like I'm trespassing or something? Because I have on running gear and headphones.
Well, still, like that's the thing. Like, and that's why I'm saying to my thought process of if I see them and if they call the police, they automatically gonna presume whatever about me. Right. And at night, which is like,
that night part was. I guess.
And especially and it's like, nigga, I'm running in my neighborhood at night.
Like 9 in the morning. Like, what the fuck?
I just choose not to think like that. I mean, I'm just I don't even think about it. Like, I'm friendly. I know I'm friendly. Whatever you think is on you.
Y'all come run in my neighborhood. We in the hood. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You got to worry about some dogs chasing everybody in.
Now, you spoke about running shoes. What type of shoes do y'all prefer running in? Like, what are your favorite pair of shoes to run in?
I'm on them Hokas now. My daughter got me some Hokas for Christmas. And I've been running in them since. I was about to buy a new pair, but I didn't think I was going to be able to break them in by Saturday.
Yeah.
But I think these ones that I got, they got wet earlier when I was running heels. So I'm going to probably give them a spin Saturday, but I'm going to give me some more Hokas. They got a real thick sole. I say they're like the most comfortable ones, the best fit my feet. Before that, I had like about 3 pair of like Pumas. With the real thick, so I don't know the model number, but people was joking on me the first time I posted a picture from a race because I had on some 95s. I used to run in just all kind of Air Max.
You had on Air Max 95s the first race?
Yeah, in the tomato race. I'll find a picture. We'll put a picture.
Damn, bro. I know your feet was on fire.
That's what I mean.
I think that's what they was made.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what it was like in 1995. This was cutting edge technology.
But they're not making them.
There are for sure better shoes. Almost every shoe I purchased to run in may have been a better quality running shoe. But I've been wearing that style of shoe since '95. So it's kind of like
that's your baseline. So you don't.
The Steve Jobs of running shoes.
Steve. I know what you're trying to say.
I get what you saying.
But I'm saying it's like if you sleeping on a certain type of mattress and until you get exposed to a different type, a pillow top or something, that's all you know. So he's like the pain is the pain.
Or that kind of mattress you had might actually fit your body type or you know what I'm saying? True. Whatever your chiropractor may say this is the one for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was wearing Air Max for a long time, various Air Max. I always been like an Air Max connoisseur, but I had some other kind of 360 bubble thing that was comfortable. But I fuck with them Hokers though.
What'd you run and shoot?
Whatever Nike I got.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know the names. I don't know if it
Them?
You ran
Burks. Yeah, I run these.
I'm brand loyal, so like whatever Nike shoe that I can find that's a running shoe that I like that is comfortable.
Is there a reason for that? Just growing up with more of a Nike person?
Yeah.
Just brand loyal.
I am like as a matter of like sometimes it pays off. Like Bose sent me an email a couple weeks ago to be a part of some exclusive program where they send you products first. And that's because nah. And if I just gotta review them and they get to keep them. But like it's things like that. Like even though I know like for small speakers, Sonos has a better technology for connecting them throughout the house, through the room. But I just prefer Bose, so I get Bose. So same with like with Nike, that's all I wore growing up was loyal to Nike. I mean, for a little while I switched over to Reebok because I think that was the thing, like having them white Reeboks, classics. But for the most part, just Nike. So
switch from Nike to Reeboks, huh?
Yeah, right.
What about you?
I just switched. I just bought me some New Balances. They called Supercell or some shit. I don't know, but they feel amazing. And they
feel
got
light on your feet.
Real thick.
It ain't super thick, but they got the carbon plate.
Do they feel light? Oh, you said they got the plate.
Yeah, they light as fuck, and they feel amazing. I was running on clouds prior to that, and they felt good too. But I needed to get just a better shoe. Yeah. And they feel good. They feel real good. I like them. And they worth. They was expensive, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I'm like a shoe person. So I tried. I think I tried one kind of New Balance. I had some Asics that I was running in. I was running in some Sauconys for we used to call them Sauconys.
Me too. I still call them Sauconys.
It's Saucony. Trust me. But I was running in some of those for a while. That was comfortable. It was some kind of Adidas. At one point, it was this I think Swedish shoe brand Carhu. I was getting a Fat Cap. So I got 10 colors of the same shoe, but it's a running shoe. So I did run. I tried to run in a couple of them, but yeah. I saw some Nikes that I wanted. We was in like Indiana somewhere. I picked them up. They was like $450, and then when I looked it up, they was like they're only good for like 200 to 300 miles or something.
They are. So, but like they race day, but they for race day. So like I'm wearing mine.
But you gotta break them in though.
I'm broke them in. Mine's broken. Now they only gonna be for 5K. You know.
How many races?
But I believe in practicing how you play.
Well, get a bunch of.
I ain't paying $450. You tell me
that's like 60 races though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That you can have them for a minute. You feel me? Like
a pair of Gucci's.
Break them in for 200.
Half of a pair of Gucci's.
I mean for 20, and then 180 after that.
For my $450, I'm gonna wear these till they peel at the sole. Like for them Pumas, I got on sale for like $50, and at that time they was the most comfortable shoes. So I don't think the price.
So you go for comfort, not for like
performance. But like, I mean, definitely not for price point. Like, cause they don't, the price point of a good don't necessarily reflect the quality.
Right.
And I think shoes, like we saying, is one of those things. Like, this may be the best shoe to me, and it may be the worst to you. You know what I'm saying?
Just like how different types of Jordans feet hurt you.
Right. Your foot is narrow, your arch different, like just a certain shit.
I got these on right here. So if you watching this right now, and you a shoe brand company, holla at your boy. And your shoe can be right here as we run on the, you know what I'm saying, on the track.
I always got to plug the marketing.
You know.
Yeah, man. Let's running right along.
Hey, y'all here Nashville supposed to get the Super Bowl 2030.
There it is.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Y'all excited about that?
Very.
I'm finna start booking the venues right now.
I mean, we're gonna have to lock them on up.
They're gonna have to build some more hotels.
Airbnb, something.
I'm driving Uber or car service or something. Look, if
we get
the Super Bowl, I want people to listen up. My locals, natives.
Get that
if you here, if you got access to getting here. If you not like making some money, well, let's just say when the Super Bowl comes here, get you some money, man. Like it's like I've been to a bunch of cities during Super Bowl week and festivities. Like, man, I just want to see what Nashville does with it in terms of like hustling. Like print you some T-shirts, walk around downtown. Like it's
make you some Super Bowl shirts.
Witty Hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Witty Hood and Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't know. We're encouraging people to commit some kind of like intellectual property or infringement.
I just said make a T-shirt. I ain't say put a team on it and then just Nashville Super Bowl.
I agree. I totally agree. That's one of my like things. There's a few conventions coming here this year, and I'm already trying to get in advance on it. But like I think logistics. I think it's so many different ways we can get in on it. That I think sometimes we always feel like we boxed in or we blocked out from the perspective of downtown or like the big city, big dreams. But it's like we can always find a way in, whether, what I'm saying, like you saying, it's being prepared for when it comes, not like waiting until the week of and then I'm trying to, what I'm saying, you hustling backwards.
We got 3.5 years to get it.
Man, what? Get on it and get you some money, man. I mean, if you got a B&B, you gonna be able to 5X what you charging on that motherfucker. Like you said, the event space. Mm-hmm. One thing about it, we're a big city now. Like, spending time in other big cities, like, I went from, I think, Brooklyn to Harlem, and it was like going out of town versus, like, East Nashville to North Nashville, like, a 5K route. You know what I'm saying? It's a 3-mile radius kind of thing. And so, like you said, feeling boxed out of like downtown and the epicenter on the touristy level, man, you be right across that bridge and it's just still be popping. Like, think about where y'all event was this weekend. Like, I know it was the 5 Points area, like heart of East Nashville, but that's what, like, when the Super Bowl's in Arizona, Scottsdale's 30, 40 minutes away from where the Super Bowl game was at. And guess what? It was going down. Like, every corner, every turn, like, so I can't wait to have that energy here. Like, just think about how the draft was. How many people just converged on the city of Nashville on some football fan stuff. Like,
I can't wait to see all the private jets that's gonna fly in. Cause we only got like 2 airports. Like
that's build something. That's a business opportunity.
When they expanding B&A, but like where they gonna be able to park all these fucking jets is gonna be crazy.
They gonna be going to where you be training at.
Some will, but it ain't a lot of room on that apron. That's why I'm like,
been out there one time when the helicopter.
But that real paper, they gonna fly to where
they gonna be in Nashville. They gonna be at B&A. They gonna like figure it out. I'll see you later. I'm going to the game.
Flying in.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice though, man. That's gonna be nice for the city. It's definitely gonna be an influx, especially seeing how well we did with the draft when it came to Nashville, which is what kind of catapulted us into that conversation, which is pressing to get the stadium built, etc.
It's happening.
Yeah, definitely. That was the plan. Yeah, so
definitely
we got it.
That's real. That's super real. It gets pretty. I don't know. Is it absolutely confirmed or?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
It's been a lot of sources, but I think it's confirmed. I've been seeing it from.
To get that locked in before we even get the stadium built is tough.
But they said that was the reasoning why. Like, from sources, from a lot of people I know that's in the tourism industry, they've been like.
It's been a thing.
It's been a thing. It's a few more things that they like banking on to happen and
building some more hotels.
Like, so it's
shopping
like.
Center down by, South Bay. That area.
Yeah, so like even these housing, like you'd be surprised how many like diplomats and like they're in it. The fix is in. That's all I can say. The fix is in.
We like like you said, the whole stuff with the East Bank. If I'm not mistaken, something changed with the East Bank design. I think the guy that was doing it changed something recently. And I'm certain that this probably has to do with the conversation that's being held with the NFL based on what they happened. I mean, y'all may not remember this, but during the draft, there was a big ruckus in the city of Nashville because they cut down the cherry blossom trees to make way for the cameras to be able to put the stage on 2nd Avenue. And it was a big deal for locals because we like, yeah, that's cool that they coming here, but you can't destroy what we've taken years to build, and then y'all gonna be gone at the end of this weekend. So I'm certain that, we're gonna see some more of those kinds of things occurring because, money talks and the city will listen.
It's about to get funny around here. About to get real funny. Fellas, what y'all been working on lately? outside of this race, because you know, I know Friday got a show. We got Top Trapper this Friday. That's gonna be a good show. But
I think I mentioned I'm working on boundaries. That's
we can get to that. Talk about that a little bit more in depth.
We can talk about it a little bit more in depth. I just wanted to know because usually, you know, people always ask us what we working on in the comments. So I just.
Have you read the book Boundaries?
Nah.
Have you read the book?
I got it.
But you
so did I?
No.
I feel like I told you about the book.
So
why y'all be messing with him about the books, and y'all don't mess with me about the books more than him?
Because we know you ain't reading. We know you ain't reading.
I started reading Blink. So
Boundaries is I know about it, and so my
who's it what?
I don't know.
I don't have my phone, so I can't look it up.
But that was the first book like that my ex gave to me when our first conversation was about boundaries, and she gave me that book, and
that's so weird.
And I never like read it, but I understand. I understand what you know what. Yeah, but then when I started, cause placing the boundaries, that's when all hell broke loose. I put a boundary in place and ended up in court next week. So.
Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend.
That sounds like
it was a best-selling guide on setting healthy limits in relationships to take control of one's life. I don't know how I feel if how long was y'all dating for you to give me a book about boundaries?
We wasn't dating. This was before we started dating. I was talking to her about a situation. She said, "Oh, you have a boundary issue," and then she suggested a book, and I looked up the book, and it stayed in my, you know what I mean.
Well, no, I think
for a while.
I mean, boundaries. I first got exposed to the book probably 13, 14 years ago, but it was because Nat had just got pregnant. And so, you know, we trying to deal with navigating our relationship and then being parents and then our parents' relationships with us. And so boundaries was helpful, you know, for us to be able to say, like, here are the things that are in our circle that we can control, and here's the things that we're cool with, here's what we're not cool with. Yeah. So boundaries is really just a great tool for communication, because you've often heard people say people are only going to treat you the way you let them. Mm-hmm. And if you don't communicate to them that this is a problem, how are they going to know? Yeah. You know, so.
I think I'm going to check out the book now that y'all kind of spin it that way. Because boundaries, they different, because we talk about boundaries in different ways and different aspects, because you got like the relationship titles, you got the relationship, like how you think your relationship should go versus how the other person thinks the relationship should go. So like I think boundaries is a good segue to just kind of talk about even the boundaries that you may set up. Like y'all parents, I'm not a parent, and so like you married, I'm married, but like y'all have boundaries of like who y'all date and who y'all want around y'all children, and like, you know, so it's so many different ways that you can kind of have your boundaries set up. So it's like, I don't know, I don't know how y'all set up y'all boundaries compared to us.
Well, I was saying, you know, when you asked what we're working on, and that was the primary thing. I'm in a few different contexts, like you said, relationship oriented, and even outside of that, like it's, you know, it's what you allow to an extent, because like people will like ask you something but like expect it of you, and a lot of times your response to it, you'll be responding to the expectations versus what's actually being asked of you, because what they're asking of you may not be reasonable. But because you know, well, I'm speaking for myself, you in a position where it's like, well, I feel like I gotta come through, I feel obligated, morally obligated or whatever, and it's like now I'm almost put myself in a blind to appease, you know, somebody else's, you know, story or narrative or whatever. And so the boundaries is like the no and leaving the no there, and just, you know, for your own sake. So I guess it's in part like creating boundaries for yourself. Like, hey, you can't overextend yourself. You can't do but this much. You take it any further than that, you're gonna be setting yourself back. Or what are you taking away from in order to fall in or follow suit or whatever. So I meant it like in almost every sense. Boundaries with myself. I saw something, we was just pivoting back to like even the workout thing. I saw my guy Nate had posted he been doing like personal training since we went to college together. And he was like, I used to think that like working harder, lifting the most weight, doing the most reps, like activity was like what like progress and whatever was tethered to. It was like, nah, it's a lot of times like factoring in the rest is, that's almost a sweet spot of it. And I was like, yeah, sometimes it's the detachment, like the idea of like wanting to be everything for everybody and want to be there for everybody, or have you not arriving for yourself, or having you arriving broken, or like not giving your all to anything because you're trying to give something to everything kind of thing. So that was one part. Then obviously like just in relationships, or like the access that you give people to you or that you seeking out from somebody else, or sometimes is what causes like the imbalance in relationships. It's like somebody might want more than you got to give, or you want more from them than they able to offer. And then it's like that's almost the framework for like the toxic shit, I guess. So it's just, that's what I'm working on. But I'm gonna check out that book too.
Yeah. Boundaries.
You might as well give me yours. You ain't gonna read it.
I got 2 copies at the house.
There you go.
Did you take the girls?
You want her reading this shit.
You don't need this. Give me his new. He got to put the new me. Give me his book back.
But the relationship part, like y'all can speak from a different perspective. How do you, and Los, like you said, by you not having children, I guess it could be a hypothetical for you. Well, not so much because you're not in maybe the same space as me and Jimmy, or wouldn't be in the same space, but like that is something to navigate. That example you gave, but like you dating and you co-parenting or a single parent, how do you navigate dating with parenthood? And that's like to each his own. Everybody had their own standards in the way that they go about things, but it's like, okay, I'm dating someone, but at what point do I feel comfortable with like them around my child kind of thing? Like that's a boundary thing, I guess, in one way, but it's also just like kind of subjective. Like obviously, you being married with children, that's not something you ever had to decide or figure out, but probably, me and Jimmy and I specifically.
No, it's not something that I've ever had to deal with
as a parent.
As a parent, yeah, because we were together when she had our oldest. But I've had to, I guess, and it's probably like part of the lawyer side of me, like the whole thing about keeping your child away from whoever the other individual is dating, that, as weird as it sounds, like that's something that's discussed before y'all broke up. Because if you've decided, in my opinion, as like if I were to counsel you as a lawyer, if you've decided to have a child with this individual, then you've already made the character determination that this individual should know who and who not to have around my child based on whatever, that's, and I say that because when it comes to the, hey, I don't want this person around my kid, whatever, cool, y'all have to figure out how y'all resolve that internally. If you can't, you get the court involved. The court's not going to give a fuck unless the person has some type of, child molestation, child abuse, child sexual misconduct, those types of things. Other than that, legally, the court, there's not a finding for it, because then you're limiting what the other parent can do. So, like, for me, it's like I try to show my partner, like, the type of people that I want around you, in turn around who I want around my child. Like, and then once you have the child, it's like, who's coming around? Like, everybody ain't coming around. So that kind of informs you about, if I'm not around, I wouldn't expect you to have X, Y, and Z around. But again, like I said, we weren't never not together. So I don't have to go through the aspect of, well, I met somebody new, or my child is telling me somebody name. Well, mommy was with such and such. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? But again, like, from the legal perspective, it's like, well, it's only so much I can do about that, you know?
Yeah.
It becomes maybe a respect thing between how that co-parenting relationship is, you know?
If the co-parent, if y'all ain't on good terms, that whole dating, you know, with
it
kids,
don't even matter. Huh?
That shit, I've been, and I probably shouldn't talk about it, but I've had terrible experience with, you know, with that. Luckily we passed it, but like, even with me, I speak on me, and when, you know, okay, it's hypothetical. She, you know what I mean? So, so she moved on and got somebody else, and you know, I got little girls, and you know, I don't know dude, I ain't never talked to dude, so I started doing research and doing background checks and all type of wild shit, and an incident happened. Not an incident, but like I feel like a boundary was crossed, and he was allowed somehow to pick up my children from daycare, and nigga, I flipped out, and luckily, a friend of mine kind of knew who he was and got in between it, and we came together and talked like men, but like. That shit, just because me and the other parent wasn't vibing right, and it was lack of communication. Like I just didn't know anything. Like, well, who is this nigga? So it can get real sticky with that shit. It can get real sticky. And
especially with daughters.
I mean, it matter. I got a son too, and if it's that come up again, I might flip out again. I don't know. But it all depends on how you are. Your relationship with the co-parent. If y'all good and y'all trust each other, then it shouldn't matter. But I didn't trust that person at that time.
No, that's real. That's real. I mean, because you don't. I mean, the relationship broke down. So at some point, whatever judgments that you made, she made, it wasn't accurate because y'all didn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's. I mean, it's not out of the ordinary.
We passed that.
Yeah, I think the other side of it is like. But it's something that I guess I think about as much as anything. Is like fairness to a kid to like bring not just the safety part. That's definitely one conversation, and the awareness that a parent on either side might be due. You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, the trustworthiness, that layer of like, all right, I'm gonna defer to your judgment because that's on your time and vice versa. But like. That all that aside is like for a kid to like adjust to a new person, somebody being brought into their realm or their world, like that shit get touchy. It was like, okay, you meet somebody's kid or somebody meeting your kid, and then y'all break up. Like, you really don't. You know what I'm saying? Really
they
get
may
to break
still
up with kids per
yeah.
se, or and I'm like, man, that's been something I guess that was kind of my viewpoint on it. Like, I want to be absolutely sure about what we're doing because I don't want to confuse my child. I don't want to meet a multitude of people or having this, because I might not be able to figure it out on a relationship front. Like, these ain't her relationships to have to navigate or foster or be confused by or, become commitment shy people because it's like, shit, every person I meet is 1 foot in, 1 foot out or all that type of shit. It's just...
So is it like an age thing? Because I think some of it is at a certain point, that's the reality of life. Everybody that you meet, you may not end up in relationship with. Even some friends that you have, you may not have. It's
more so like on what way they meet and interact with your kid. Like you said, you ain't really had like navigated like the dating pool or the dating.
Right.
Wow, since you've had children, you've been in the same relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the difference in my daughter meeting a family friend or somebody used to go to school with, or a play date amongst. Like, yeah, she might only see these people over the holidays when they in town or whatever, or in passing at events, versus somebody that's like in their space around them. You know what I'm saying? On like a more like familiar, like almost like family type level, because it's like it's a difficult conversation. I'd imagine them be like, oh, they just ain't gonna be around no more. They get used to someone being a part of their routine, like you said, picking them up from school, and like that's pretty far along, and you know what I'm saying. You in the weeds of it, and
you done got added to. You done got added to the list somehow.
It wasn't added to the list. That was a rough day. So, but no, he
trying to make you relive that. My bad. I know this is the type of things that like people are going through or might potentially have to, go through at some point, or approach the idea of it. Like, I don't wish it on nobody. Like, figure that shit out on the front end for the kids' sake and everybody else, because it is a challenge.
It remind me of Baby Boy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
See, that's
a nightmare. That's
that. But like,
it's probably not exaggerated in some context,
some situations, yeah. But like, look, I've been,
because what you described was like ideal, like you said, like y'all was together, so that means like it should. But some people, kids here on one night stands, or like damn near they don't know each other, so or. It was never stable to begin with. Like you said, I didn't trust this person no more. I didn't trust them. Maybe you never trusted them. You just got in so deep or whatever. But like that Baby Boy shit, I think that type of shit is what pays people's like thought processes or approaches on shit. It's like, don't put me in one of them situations where I gotta come everybody. Like,
exactly. But
unalive everybody. My bad.
Kevin, make sure you edit that so we don't
beat that out. But no. Yeah, that shit's sticky, man. Parents and just kids and dating, it is sticky.
Yeah, I guess cause my parents divorced when I was 2. So my mom didn't get remarried until I think I was in middle school. Then she wound up divorcing that nigga. And that nigga used to whoop me, bruh. Like,
see that right there?
Yeah, and like my dad would whoop me every now and then, but that nigga, he ain't really.
How you feel like? Okay, so
nope.
I know, but
nope.
I'm talking to him, and so I feel like we all on the same page as far as putting hands on our children. I don't expect my kids, and I don't expect anybody else to pay. But like when you have say the other parent do. You feel what I'm saying? And then they start dating, they get married.
I'm gonna call DCS.
Fuck some DCS. That's the last thing.
I'm gonna put a charge to play with me.
I ain't got time for that.
No, we gonna have time because you ain't putting your hands.
No, I'm saying we ain't gonna have time for DCS. It's gonna.
You can't do that. You can't do that. We can't do that.
You just crash out permission. Crash out permission.
You can't do that.
You can't put hands on people's. I don't know how you can be okay with that. Stepfather, not like I got a stepdaughter and wouldn't think about raising my voice or even at my.
I think that comes from the times that you are. Like the time that we live in, I think it come from like the time period of the parents that we had, because my mom whooped me. You know what I'm saying? That was acceptable.
I was whooped too.
But they used to do it in schools.
Yeah, they used to do a
pattern.
Yeah, you had to sign off on
it. Yeah. I can't.
Some of them weren't signing off on it. They were getting
corporal punishment is what it was called. I remember that shit. I got paddled.
Nah, you can't like step parent like I said. You can't yell at them and you can't touch them. Like,
I mean, okay,
they gonna get yelled at.
This is a
So what if they go to summer camp?
All right, so before we skip ahead to summer camp, like the conversation, like you said, the experience you had, and then what you just said, you just added another dynamic, like you can't yell at them. Because they one and the same, physical abuse, verbal abuse, whatever. Like, there's arguments on every side of it. There's people that still think whippings is,
okay,
normal, okay, whatever. It's people that feel like it's completely not okay. It's, whatever. In the same way, like, saying that you don't yell at your own kids.
Right.
That's part of that's like, and so I get that as your argument. It's like, this is the standard. You shouldn't do that. I don't do this. This is the way it goes or shouldn't go. I understand that, and then I'm way more familiar with people, you know what I'm saying, raising their voice or some form of authority toward kids. And you have children, so you know, like, kids are kids sometimes, and disobedient, rambunctious, whatever else. And so I'm like, because that's the same thing. If you feel like a nigga shouldn't be doing that, or even my co-parents shouldn't be doing that, and they doing it, it's like, how do you approach that? Like, because for sure, by the time it's physical, you know, every action got a reaction. You put your hands on somebody, now somebody put their hands on you or whatever. But it's like, what's your recourse if it so happened to go like that? And it's like, well, they was yelling at me or whatever. Like, it's violence.
Yeah, nah. So like, if it's a man, another man yelling at my children, we gonna have a, hey, why you doing this? A, if I don't like that answer, we going to B, and that's just what it is. Cause it don't yelling at kids is not profitable. Like, it's not.
Nigga,
like,
kids are not profitable. Fuck you, man.
No, I'm saying yelling at, it's just not. It doesn't benefit them at all. You know, and hitting them is the same thing. So I've just, you know, there's different ways to get a child to behave the way you want to behave. But don't yell at my kids and don't hit my kids. Or any child around. Like,
this is what I would say. This is what I would say. As I would disagree about the yelling. I think that there is a level. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just be real with you, because there's teachers, like, people, like, I've taught in schools, taught high school, I've coached, like, all across the board. Kids are getting fucking yelled at. I don't care what you like. I don't like. I feel you as a parent. I'm telling you as a teacher. Ask my student. Every teacher yells at their students. I ain't
never been yelled at.
I yell at my students.
Yeah, I had one coach, Coach Campbell, 9th grade year, freshman basketball. He took that approach.
For sure.
That's
like varsity basketball.
So why is that different? Why is that different?
Because it's sports. Is a lot of testosterone going on. It's a little different.
Women coaches yell. That's what I'm saying. Like,
sports is a different. That's different.
Okay.
It's just
so
different.
Sports is an
at
exception.
Home, man, why you raising your voice? Like, that's just me. Like, and we all know how to communicate.
Well, I'm saying, I said from perspective of, I'm not saying like you just constantly yelling, but there is going to be a time where you have to raise your voice if everybody, hey, we got to bring it down or whatever. I'm saying from the perspective of yelling, like, when I hear you saying don't yell at my kids, I'm hearing it from a verbal abuse standpoint where all of the communication is at a high intensity level, and it's not
from a place of
expression, an exception to say. I normally like I don't typically yell at my kids, but if they loud, I'm gonna tell them shut the fuck up, or I'm gonna tell them be quiet.
That's
you know. But like if it's like a whole bunch of yelling, like, hey, what are we doing? Like, we don't talk like this. Like, shut, be quiet. Like, whatever. So like that's why I say that. I'm just being
crazy.
I mean, you say that till you had kids,
I get
and then
it,
motherfuckers, the same motherfuckers that's asking you for everything that they got, and they get what they want, then they turn right around and act like you didn't just give them all the shit that they just asked for, and you ask them something simple like, hey, can you take this and put this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And they be like. They be like, no, I ain't got time to do that. I'm trying to do my
I only see it from the perspective of, get it out. I only see a perspective of me having 75 kids and I'm watching in a summer camp.
They gonna get yelled at.
Okay, yeah. So the summer camp example.
You gonna get yelled at. Like, your kids ain't perfect. And I understand that it's like, just as much as you talking, you commanding a dog or a pet to come here. Like, no, I'm not comparing your kids to pets and dogs. But I'm not, bro. But your voice and your tone. Nigga get my dog. But just as much as your voice and your tone and your trouble of your voice when you telling your dog to come here, or when somebody understands that your like voice you're signaling something, or they can hear the baritone of your voice, it's the same thing with a child. It's like they gonna know. Not let me do that. Oh, that's something that's a no-no.
My kids know when I'm.
But then they also it's like just as much as I think you think about like your nervous system of like, I think that's kind of a standpoint that you look at it is you don't want your kids to feel like, oh, I get, the become nervous. But it's also like a standpoint of like when somebody does yell at them, what's gonna be like? What you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you telling them how to react when that does happen? Yeah, like
if they've been so shielded from it because
somebody gonna do it.
They
100%.
need to be prepared. I need to prepare them.
No. Because this is what I wanted to say to make a point of. I understand what you're saying too, because there's also a time like where I'm getting yelled at, and I'm like, hey, I'm not yelling at you. Why are you talking so loud to me? Like we can have a conversation. Like, and there's times where that'll bring them down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what ultimately we're trying to teach them how to communicate through intense moments of relationship or whatever is going on. Like you still have to be able to articulate your point. And being louder doesn't make you have a better point. Like, and that's what you got to understand. Crying definitely is not going to persuade me. Like, you have to figure out a way to express how you feel in a way that I can understand. And I've got to be able to understand and receive that. So, like, ultimately, that's what I'm trying to get them to. But if everybody fucking yelling, ain't nobody listening. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I ain't never told my child, shut the fuck up. I want to.
I do.
All right, so Los, as a counselor, you had experience of like, man, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It has happened. It just happens, And the same thing that you said, teachers, coaches, and you made the exception of sports. So what if one of your children or your children go to a summer camp, and I'm not saying Los because you know him personally, but the counselor at the summer camp, and they come home and was like, Mr.
And his
Mr.
example, he's yelling at the group. He's talking loud to a group of kids. He's not talking to one child. Hey, you need to get your like.
What if he said 75 kids? What if 2 kids drifting off and going somewhere they're not supposed to and could have been endangering themselves? Cool. And it's like, hey man, y'all get over it. What y'all doing?
That's
like,
totally different. That's not.
That's yelling
that's
at the
what
kids.
we go through too, though, because it's been times.
So you got a lot of exceptions, and I get it.
Not yelling, but you know what I mean when I'm saying yelling at
That's
children,
why I'm saying yelling is more like I'm and that's why I was trying to articulate. I look at it more like as a verbal of like all the communication
kid whooping
is
a
yelling.
kid is pretty blanket. Yelling, I get it. There's not.
There's some nuances to it.
Yeah.
Because it's times where at camp, it's like, somebody's child may be in that group. It may be 3 or 4, or 2 or 3 or whatever. And that one child specifically feels like you're yelling directly at them. Now, they daddy up there trying to fight you over something that they kid done he said or she said. Then you got a whole camp involved in trying to figure it out. Now, as you arguing with a parent about something that a kid decided to blow out of proportion of saying, oh, he yelled at me and he told me my mama feet stink. And it's just like, no, you skipped a couple steps of this to happen, this, that, and the third, but now you right here squaring up with the daddy before it even happened because the daddy don't have verbal communication skills either because whatever happened with the child done happened and Nas done already got.
Because he had a baby with somebody with stinky feet.
She probably had stinky feet.
That's what I was going to ask. What did she have on open-toe shoes? What made you say the lady feet stink?
It's just I done been in a lot of situations.
Why you talking about these people mamas?
Nah, it did. Y'all, man, kids
you told somebody
is messed
mama,
up, bro.
You told a kid they mama feet
stink. You gotta talk back to the kids. What are y'all talking about?
I know that was a true story. I knew there was no way he was just making that as an example.
I got it. Like the kid, y'all, you think... Man, come on, man. All right, check y'all kids, man. Go high.
Let it out, Los.
Nah, for real. And this ain't to nobody.
Hey, what's in this shit?
But y'all kids crazy, bro.
Y'all been tripping, bro.
I've been working with kids since I graduated high school. I worked with all ranges of kids.
Hey, quit while your head low.
They throw it off, bro. Watch y'all kids, man. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Watch your kids, man.
Like, Mr. Partee, is this you right here?
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Now, shout out to the kids, but watch our kids, man. The world a dangerous place right now, though.
So,
sure.
Back to the dating conversation. Like, so this is a whole nother dynamic that, like, what about the idea, and I might can ask Jimmy this exclusively, and I'm not saying you dealt with it, but, like, what if you get in a situation, hypothetically, where, like, you dating somebody with kids or you trying to, be with somebody with a child or children, that's a part of the package. There's no separating that person, your love interest from, their responsibility, their family, become yours or whatever. That's one of those things that's ultimately like a challenge is like where's the overlap of y'all like core values and whatever else. Like they parenting style may not align with you. Like, okay, you are a person that feel like I don't yell, I don't discipline in this way. It would be, I'm guessing, next to impossible for you to date somebody that feels differently.
The reason I would even move forward with dating someone that has kids, I need to hear how you interact with your children.
For sure.
And in my relationship now, that was one of the factors. I love her parenting style, and it's helped me become a better parent.
Yeah, so.
And and even with my ex, same thing. Like I love her parenting style, and that's I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Nigga.
I was just trying to help you,
but like that it has to align. It has to be. We have to be on the same page with that.
Oliver Caduce.
And that's just
I mean, because like an example, like you're dating someone and you just don't agree with that, like, and I can see it looking similar to like what you're describing, like. You might feel a certain type of way about discipline or, how things should be from child to adult or whatever. And someone else is just way more liberal when it comes to those things and feel like it's
what if the kid bad though?
That's what I'm getting at.
Well, so what I was gonna ask was, like I said, I've not been in a position, but what it would lead me to ask is about their childhood, because a lot of how we parent is not, it's based on our experience ourselves.
Yeah. Sometimes
and
people
from our parents or from the opposite.
Right.
Like saying I'm not going to do these things because this is what I experienced. But, again, you model what you see. And so that more than likely was the model that individual had. And if there's somebody you're in a relationship with, how much grace do you give them for the opportunity to change if they are able to acknowledge and say, hey, like how you just said that she's making you a better parent. Like the only way you can be that way is if you're open to receive some critical feedback. And it's hard to get feedback about being a parent because that's so personal.
It was just,
not critical, but you know what I mean.
I'm just watching her and like, oh, I'm finna adapt that. You know what I mean? And use that with my children. But even prior to like my previous relationship with my stepdaughter, so she raised her daughter to where she was able to speak freely amongst adults. And I didn't really get jiggy with that. Like, hey, you be quiet, listen, and learn.
You in a child's place.
Be
seen and not heard.
But like she was like trying to want to talk and act like she knows. I'm like, you don't know shit right now. You know what I mean? And I had to get, kind of meet in the middle with that. I don't really fully understand that, but like, we got to a better place with that. But like that wasn't like a deal breaker though. But deal breaker is, putting hands on children. Like you can't. I look at it as a flaw.
It's kind of funny because I think about it as a kid, being a kid, because my mom was a single parent, and I remember her having like her boyfriends or different guys that she dated, and like I don't know, it's just different compared because it's like shit, they don't really care what you really think. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of growing up. It's like as long as he ain't doing nothing very hurtful or harmful, but just like the environment or the people that they were. Shit, that was more harmful or hurtful than the words or the actions. It was more so what I was picking up and seeing them do with the examples that they were setting. So
that's
it's
real.
like
That's real too.
I don't know. It was just parenting is it's like over every couple years, like something new develops. It's like now we care more about our social awareness and social emotions. But 10 years ago, we didn't really care about those things. Or the 10 years before that, we didn't care about those things. And it may be a 2 or 3 people exception rule that's like, oh, I've always been a hotep, or I always been on top of this, that, and the third. But it's like, it ain't. A lot of this stuff is new and it's variables to what like I feel like people think and what they're like implementing in their lifestyle and in their parenting skills or in their life social skills too.
I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think some of it's changed because of where we are with the education about. What's going on. Like a lot of, like corporal punishment, whippings, like that kind of, you can trace some of that back to, some slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you also look at the psychological aspect of how your brain receives the inputs from discipline versus abuse, you're like you've been told before about telling your brain a lie. your brain can't recognize the difference between somebody hitting you for discipline and somebody hitting you that's abusing you. Right. So your body's gonna receive the same emotion, response, whatever you want to call it. So those things were not as prevalently accepted in the 90s when I was getting my ass whooped with, belts and switches and shit.
Why were you getting whoopings? Like, do you know why you was getting
What do you mean, do I know why? Yeah, I know why, nigga.
Well, tell these niggas, I don't know.
I was cutting up.
It was bad, yeah.
Bro, in the second grade, in the second grade, bro, they had my whole fucking desk in the hallway. For for a year, bro. Like the whole, like you know how you put your stuff in the desk.
I know exactly what you talking
out in the hallway, dog.
We had a few of them.
I see you. You just sit out there all day. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man.
He earned the majority of his whoopings, bro.
I did.
My dad, he with me. Like I said, I probably talked about it before. Every 6 weeks, it was only because of grades. He just figured I was a better student than I was showing. So every 6 weeks, if my report card had a D or something, I'll get a whooping. So, after 7th grade, he was like, all right, fuck it, this nigga just a C.
All the time, you just couldn't read.
Nah, I just didn't like school.
He needed audio books.
but that's the only time I never got behavior, I didn't have behavior issues.
Nah, mine weren't behavior issues. It was because I was bored and wasn't challenged. So like the whole time, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, I was getting, because I would finish the work.
Shit about a lot of people.
No joke. I got put on Ritalin when I was in elementary school because of that. Because they kept talking about me disrupting class. They took me to a child psychiatrist. They put me on that shit. I was supposed to take it before and after school. And I think in 3rd grade, I just stopped taking it. It was like, I'm not.
That's a gateway. That's a gateway.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they do to black boys in school. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of that wasn't necessarily because I was just a bad child. It's because you give me a worksheet, I'm gonna finish it in 2 minutes, and everybody else is still working on it. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna disrupt the class. Like, and that was constantly. So
I was
I
teaching
got my
one
whoopings.
time. We had a kid, our helper, but it was an IEP, whatever. And it would be times where like you could tell he didn't take his medicine. And he'd be spazzed out. It would take me and one more person to calm him down. But it's like when he took his medicine, he was like a whole nother child. And it was just like his face was just
Put him on that That's what it is.
And it was crazy because it's like our day would go so much smoother when he be on the medicine. But when
he probably lethargic on this shit.
Yeah, I was
suppressing a whole bunch of shit.
When you was on that shit, cause you was like very, is docile the word? Like you was very like. It was different. Like what Los just said, it was like different. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is my cousin. We like brothers, and I'm like, not like what's wrong with you. It's like, damn, like you don't want to fight.
Yeah,
like
you ain't yourself.
Or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
all your shit suppressed, bro.
Right,
all your emotions just suppressed.
My dad.
It's so blah, and I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't probably in real time didn't know that you was taking anything, but I remember like the time period, like because I remember when you stopped taking the shit too.
Yeah, turn up.
Yeah,
we back.
Back climbing the trees.
We
shit.
back.
Like he know whenever he gets out of the tree, he's getting a whooping. But he's gonna go climb in the tree.
You gotta get me first.
Nobody finna get up, climb up here behind me. And
bruh, worst thing be like go outside and get a switch, man. God,
you gotta get switches.
Hell yeah,
you that old.
Bruh. Yes, nigga.
We ain't get no switches, nigga.
I done had to go get a switch for some shit he did before.
Brought
back
belts
a bad core
and switches,
memory,
bro. And again, like, and that's the thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I joke with my mom about the shit now, cause she knows, like, when London, with our first daughter, like, that was never gonna happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the part of it is again, like my relationship with her is gonna set up a dynamic of it's acceptable for niggas to put their hands on me because my daddy doing it. You know what I'm saying? So hell no. And that's why when you start asking the question like, could some hell no they couldn't, cuz like,
but they can. But
they gonna get
hypothetically,
they gonna get a first class.
Can they yell at them? No,
if it's appropriate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is appropriate? What does that entail?
So I have a rule, like I understand that, cause so like when you was talking about your stepdaughter being in adult conversations, that's because I'm assuming because when her mom had her, she was young and they were really close. That's how me and my mom are.
They weren't that young,
so
but it was
20 years at least.
Sense.
I was about to say her name. Oh yeah, she was older than that.
Older than 20. Okay,
yeah.
And so because of that, my mom was very adamant about me being able to have a voice and vocalize, or if I was curious about something, you need to give me an answer. Because I said so was not a good enough answer. Because that doesn't answer the question. So like my grandmama used to pop me in my mouth for talking back because my mom was letting me ask questions to her. So I'm like, why should I ask your mama the same shit? And she's like, nah, don't, and that was a thing. But that was a part of, like you said, like learning and understanding, like, okay, as a parent, I'm going to make sure that if they got questions, I'm going to answer them, because I used to hate when people because I said so.
You
like,
can
that's
ask
why.
me a question, but don't I remember this, we got into an argument, me and my stepdaughter one time over, she went to NSA for a little bit. It's a wild school. And like I'm big on like words and what words have meanings, right? And so somehow the word bisexual came up, and I was like, "What does bisexual mean?" Right? And to my knowledge, it means two sexes. Bi means two, right? And so we had that discussion of like how many, like it was just about sexuality and all that shit. And she's wanted to argue. I'm like, but bi means fucking.
She was trying to say it encompasses more than two.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay.
Words mean things, and we just. She started crying, just stormed off. I'm like, it's definitions as words, so we're not finna argue over this.
She called you bisexual?
No, that's not what happened. And I'm not we ain't finna get into it, but like, it's
well, to answer your question about if the yelling and what's the limit is like, so
still didn't yell.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like, answer your question about like what is the limit for yelling? It is more so like I said, when you arguing and going back and forth, like there's gonna, like, I understand things get heated, so like you gonna somebody may raise their voice, they may be saying this, but it's gonna be a time where the person's like, all right, we need to settle it down. And when the authority person has said that multiple times and you keep talking and they yell, that's a consequence for your choice. Like, and that's acceptable because they've already established for you an expectation. You can talk and have these questions, but at a certain point, the adult is going to stop the conversation, and we have to stop it. That doesn't mean you can keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because then what's going to happen is maybe they can't handle that conversation right then, which is why they're asking you to stop. Because if you keep going, I know what's going to happen. Like that's kind of what I do with my kids. I'm like, hey man, let's just table this until we both can calm down and come back to it. If you keep poking the bear, you're going to get the bear. Don't cry about getting the bear when you've been poked. Like, and that's again a universal thing where you may not always get that from your parent, but you definitely gonna get that in the real world. People tell you not to do something and you do it, it's gonna be a consequence for it.
I think that's the conversation too, is the authority part with children. It's like they question authority. So it's like they gonna try you regardless, no matter if you either parent or not. So I think that's where the line becomes, drawn, is where it's like the yelling or the discipline part is where it's like, what does the authority look like? What do you have authority over or of? So it's like some of my friends that I worked with in summer camp or something like that, their parents be like, man, that's my child, but you my bro, you my people. Like, make sure you take care of them, and if they act up, you got permission to do this, which I'm not doing.
Right.
But it's like I'm gonna call you before it get to the point of like, hey, look, I'm about to spaz out on your child. Like, you need to talk to him before, you know what I'm saying?
They get kicked out of camp.
Exactly. It's like I'm trying to save them, but at this point in time, it's like I done yelled at them, I done told them to do a push-up, and I can't make them do you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to Jedi mind trick them to get it together. So it's like, so I think authority comes with the territory though, for sure.
Man, these kids don't respect nothing, man.
They don't.
That's just
it's tough. That's tough. That's, like I said, that's not a position that I envy at all. Like, because like I said, children, I feel like are the most personal thing that you got in your life. And for another individual that you don't have a relationship with to be able to impact and affect their self-esteem or how they feel about themselves, and that's something that maybe, the co-parent is not having a conversation with a potential partner about, because they may not know how it impacts the child, But that's tough.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's super scary. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it in the chat. Y'all let us know if y'all ever dealt with this situation, or you dealing with it right now, or you got some advice for somebody, because this might help somebody in the long term. It might help me in the future, you know what I'm saying, when I have kids. I don't plan on not. Yeah.
If y'all can share some of y'all boundary issues as well, because that's really the only thing we touched on as far as the actual works in progress or something directly. So if y'all got any feedback or input on boundaries and where they occur, arise, been issues with from y'all experiences, feel free to share them with us. The sports thing, I know we talked about the Super Bowl. Any of y'all paid any attention to WrestleMania over the weekend?
Somebody retired.
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Y'all check it out at all. Y'all ain't in tune with wrestling.
You gotta pay for it, don't you?
Yeah, you gotta pay.
Everything you gotta. Well, they got that big Netflix contract.
Oh, okay.
But I think the pay-per-views is something that's going through ESPN. That's much like everything else. Like I've been watching the NBA playoffs that just started.
It's on Prime.
It's on
all
kind of
crazy. It's everywhere.
Every day you gotta kind of skip around
to
find the games and who's same with NFL, these companies and otherwise. I guess y'all not so in tune currently with wrestling, but did y'all grow up watching wrestling?
Yeah, most definitely. I couldn't afford to go to a wrestling match. So.
Y'all got like what's the standout like memories or top moments from y'all like time as wrestling fans? Because obviously I did a mixtape called Ultimate Warrior, and so
Is that your favorite wrestling?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He used to have these little men about 2 feet tall, little dogs.
Pillows.
Yeah, we used to have them.
We had buddies, WWF buddies.
Yeah. I had them.
We had what was it? Hulk. Was it Hulk Hogan and you had Ultimate Warrior? Yeah.
I think we had both of them too. They may still be in the attic in my parents' house.
So what was been like y'all favorite match or moment, like wrestling memories that y'all remember?
For me, I don't know. Not Stone Cold. Bret Hart was my favorite wrestler. And I used to have the glasses. I used to walk out the house backwards and shit. For real, every day. I was my nigga.
I got the Bret Hart.
Yeah, got the colors on. All his man. I just like his style of wrestling. It was just pure. Not a lot of gimmicks and all that shit. Just get straight to it. I can't remember like a match in particular, but
not even a Montreal screw job. You ain't familiar with that?
I'm familiar with it. I've watched documentaries on that shit. That shit right there was just learning the backstories of the business of wrestling is insane. But now they having Royal Rumbles like Stone Cold coming there clearing shit, like just crashing out. Like I love like Stone Cold is the probably the greatest of all time if you ask me.
It's been cool to see him like in retirement, like seeing him on Instagram, like the person behind Stone Cold. Like it's cool to see he is kind of who I thought, not who I thought, like who he projected himself to be in the ring. Like seeing that person in real, like how he interacts with people on social media and the things he stand up for is pretty cool.
I feel that I've been seeing them in different commercials and different platforms and similar to this even. I remember when he was stunning Steve Austin. He was in like the WCW before the Stone Cold character blew up, and he was marketed different because
he had hair and everything in.
It was kind of almost like some pretty boy type shit, and so that's the thing that I even still take from wrestling is like the storytelling part of it. Like I've compared it to rap in different ways, not necessarily like favorable or flattering ways, but because a lot of the shit in the rap game is so fake and everything's a rollout, as they say, and you move the needle with controversy and stuff more. But wrestling is like, I think now, like we all kind of was more attached to it growing up or in the past. With social media, with like this information age and the transparency, like everybody got so much access to everything. It's like they're not even selling like, I see like wrestling podcasts and I see the talent like talking about
the matches.
Like almost like real time documentary kind of thing. Like versus like we get that backstory for the Bret Hart match. decades later, and it was like best kept secret. Like, oh, it was some fuck shit going on. Like, nah, you'll hear about this shit next week. Like, or you know, I've
that's
actually,
almost like that's part of the storyline now.
Yeah. Right, to just blur the lines. Like the curtain is pulled back a little bit, and that's maybe why why I don't presently get into it like that. Yeah. But who you was Stone? You was mentioning Stone. Who was your all-time favorite wrestler?
Man, I think I like Rey Mysterio. Because I like the mysterious aspect of it. I was really like, I remember when they took his mask off. I was like, man, that's some bullshit. And then this nigga was, then you somehow in our conversation, because it was somebody that we went to Megs with. His name was Brandon something, but he used to make his own wrestling magazine. Like he'd get a notebook paper, cut out the pictures and write his own little things about him. And then I remember talking to him about it, and somebody, you or him, was saying that it was fake, like they was acting. And I was like, oh, for real? And so the next time I watched the match, I just couldn't get. I was like, y'all been tricking me this whole time.
You thought it was real.
Yeah.
I remember it was on NBC. It was like Secrets of Wrestling Revealed, came on a Saturday night. Well, I was over at grandma's house watching it. And it was, they did Secrets of Magic Revealed too, like the same production. But like the wrestling thing, they was fighting for ratings. It was some wrestling program, and that network was, was like trying to. WCW. Yeah, but it was, I want to say NBC. So they may have had like football on or something. So they wanted to drive the crowd away from wrestling was doing numbers and taking away their market share. And like even as a kid, I'm like, damn, this shit cutthroat. Like you would really go pull the at that time it was curtain even more, you pull the whole curtain back. Like, hey, this how they do this shit. You be seeing Ric Flair bleeding. This how he, like I'm as a kid, like I had been hearing it was fake, but to actually like I sat there for 30 minutes or an hour, however long the show was, and like saw how they do this shit, I was like. It was really kind of like heartbreaking a little bit, but it was also you remember when I thought it was funny.
You remember when they, I guess maybe in the early 2000s, where they showed like the camp to like train to go to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
Because the Miz, it was somebody from like a Real World, the Miz, that went through that whole, and like once I started seeing all that, I just couldn't. It just became like another.
I got more respect for it, like because now
you see,
well. Yeah, but that program showed it, and I was like, damn. And so I looked at it different after that. Well, first, who was your favorite all-time wrestler?
Man, Gold Dust.
You said Gold Dust guy.
Hey, you should have said Rikishi, nigga.
Jake the Snake
look like Rikishi.
Jake the Snake had that cover.
I liked Mick Foley, and then I like
Mick Foley.
I like The Rock as well. Mankind. I like The Rock, and I used to be scared of Undertaker. I used to run. Every time he come out, I had to wait until that dong. I change channel, go to the other room. I come back when that nigga come back on. Hey, he on? Okay, all right. I watch him fight, but anytime he come, he'll pop up out this, man.
I ain't really fuck with Power Bearer.
Yeah, man.
Really like that nigga. Like,
it looked like they would really kill you, and then
I was scared of Papa Shango though.
Man.
Yeah,
I was scared of Papa Shango. He might have Ultimate Warrior caught some shit up or something on one of them things. I wasn't really right about that because Ultimate Warrior was my guy.
Hey, speaking of Ultimate Warrior, so I don't know. This is a question. Were you like one of the first rappers to have like a hip hop wrestling inspired mixtape?
I don't know.
I never thought about that.
Cause
it's real popular now.
Yeah, super popular now. You got the Wale, you got what's my boy Griselda,
Westside Gun, Smoke Dizzle.
You get Smoke Dizzle. Yeah, numerous of people that are like really showing that they're inspired by like wrestling. But I don't
know. I know around that time, I want to say Troy Ave might have came with like the Cocomania shit, and was going hard on some like Hulk Hogan inspired like imagery or some shit like that. I can't remember someone before having I don't know. That's a good question. I never thought about that. I mean,
I always thought that sometimes like when you would do something or say put something out, then it would start to circulate. Like when you did Swagger Like Ric Flair,
That was before the Ultimate Warrior mixtape.
Yeah. And then it was one other thing.
Do y'all believe that Ric Flair said he was never on cocaine? Do y'all believe that he was never on cocaine?
If he say that he wasn't, then
he was.
That's my guy. Shout out to Rick.
Yeah.
Put the picture right there.
Yeah, how many wrestlers have you met? Like from your?
Well, I met a lot over the last year. Me and Trip shot the Royal Rumble music video with Memphis Wrestling. And they whole promotion down there, and I met a good 10, 15 wrestlers that day. I met a lot of the talent from TNA when they had an event here in Nashville a couple months ago. They invited me and Trip out for that. Shout out to AJ Francis. I met quite a few guys. I met Jeff Jarrett back in the day.
Yeah.
Fuck with my people real tough. Met Ric Flair at a Jacksonville Jaguars game. Trying to think what other wrestlers I met on some cool shit. I met, I think, Sheamus. Sheamus. Yeah, I met.
Irish dude with the red hair?
With the red hair. I think he lived here, the Irish dude with the red hair.
Yeah, I met him on the set of a Titans commercial, a Tennessee Titans commercial we filmed for a schedule release a few years ago.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, a few people in passing. I'm trying to think. Oh, I met Hulk Hogan. Damn.
Hulk Hogan, okay.
I said it in a song. I said it on A to Z. I met him outside the studio in Miami. We was outside Hit Factory. I was standing outside, probably smoking, and his daughter, Brooke, was
doing her little rap shit back then.
She was trying to get a feature.
I don't know what she was trying to do. She could have did it. But nah, it was funny story about that was like we were just outside. I'm down there, we just went outside to cash money and shit. And she was, I think, signed a deal. She was doing some music or whatever at the time. Sure. And I'm like, man, that's Hulk Hogan. Like, I'm standing outside, like I said, it's just surreal. Yeah. Like, the little kid in me was like, that's motherfucking Hulk Hogan right there. Like, one of the times I didn't fan out, like, act out about it, but and he stood out there and just talked to us, chopped it up with us, like, just one of the guys kind of thing. In hindsight, after some of the recordings and shit came out, because I was charged up. I immediately went and put it in a song. I felt like it was almost like making sure we ain't go try to holler at his daughter or some shit, which we weren't on that. But he was on some cool shit, but then years later, I'm like, he really didn't fuck with black people at all. Like,
at all.
He like
definitely.
Yeah, I must say,
hey, brother.
Hey, brother. He played that more back to pay. Hey, let me play that one more time.
That was fun.
Hey, man, it's funny. Hey, y'all. Y'all been watching. Y'all been listening. We appreciate y'all watching, listening. W's in the chat. Keep watching. Keep subscribing. Keep liking. We got the race coming up. I'm excited about that. We'll let you know who wins between these two characters. Shute he gonna do what he do.
I'll be there. I'm gonna be there.
I ain't say you wasn't gonna be. I just say you gonna do what you do.
Yeah.
He gonna do.
This gonna be the biggest race we've done so far. Like as far as attendance, like it's gonna be a lot of people out there.
Yeah, we gotta figure out that parking situation.
Yeah,
how many people did they say that? Or did they say how many they had last year?
No, I don't remember. This is one of the biggest.
Yeah, it's huge. Pause.
It's probably gonna be like as many people as at homecoming, like TSU parade.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people.
Cause it's like concert and shit.
At each mile. Concert at each mile.
Well, because it's technically 6 races together the different distances.
Got a dog race.
That's cool. I've been to a couple, like the Firecracker 5K on the 4th of July. It's quite a few people that run that one out of Brentwood, and we did one together. That was a lot of people that had like 2,000.
Fantastic.
No, that wasn't a lot of people. That was only one. I was on the 5K too. It wasn't even like a marathon. Nothing. It was the
Was it the hot chocolate?
Nah, it was the one at the Sound Stadium.
That was the hot chocolate. I think that hot chocolate because it had like 3 races.
Yeah, hot chocolate
3 or
was
4.
Big too.
Yeah, because they had that.
Oh, the Tomato Fest was a lot of people though. I didn't really run that one.
Yeah, I think Tomato Fest had more people than the Firecracker 5K.
Yeah, Tomato Fest is huge. It's a big deal. Shout out to Jack Davis.
I'm gonna run it for real. I'm gonna leave my dogs at home this time because I'm gonna run them up for real.
I forgot they was running with you that time.
Walking.
Yeah,
walking. Oh, I left them like around mile 2.5. I said, I'm gone.
I'm gonna smoke this nigga.
Nah, it ain't.
I just thought about it.
Hey, nah, you can think about it all you want.
We taking bets. Holla at me in my DMs. I'm taking bets right now.
They all gonna bet on this nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like this.
Cool. If you win, we gonna win. We gonna go up.
It is.
Hey, but you better win.
Nah,
because the house gonna be out of money.
But if not, you ain't getting you in the house.
Hey, bro, that's gonna be fun.
The house gonna eat.
I'm excited. I got a plan, and I ain't gonna let this nigga ruin my plan. Y'all might not even see me before the race. So don't even look for me.
Don't even call you.
Oh wow!
Dropping no dots.
Oh wow! It's for real competition.
Dead ass, nigga. Like I'm ready now. Nigga.
Shoot, what
yeah, cause they're running, but starting running beside me, shit ain't work.
They didn't work. So
last 2 times
I caught up to you for a minute. He was like, slow down, Los.
I told you, this nigga trying to run beside. I said, hey, bro, slow down.
I was with you for a minute, though.
I can tell you run too fast. I said, man, slow down.
I was out for a minute, man.
You mile 1. You better slow
your times you been sharing, I might have to catch you.
Nah, you ain't. I got a strategy, buddy.
Y'all gonna start up at the like 7-8 minute mile marker line?
We gonna have to.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna be in the back.
So you be back on a lot of motherfuckers.
We'll keep you in the loop. Hopefully, Willie he gonna catch a lot of the film. Maybe fly loose chain pocket.
You got a drone with him.
Might pull up.
You can't fly them. Yeah,
you can't fly
certain
them.
areas.
Can't fly, yeah.
Unless you get a special permission. Yeah. I can. So I got a drone license.
Well, we need the bar.
It don't work like that. You not finna have the FAA calling me, cuz.
That makes sense.
We can't loan your lease. All right, so look. Keep sharing, keep subscribing, man. W's in the chat. Before we get up out of here, I know Lito said he working on boundaries. What you working on, Shute?
Getting some rest.
Man, rest is important. Very important. What you working on, Jimmy?
Shit.
Y'all on the same batch over
there. I don't know. I'm trying to stay out the comments, man. I be in the comments getting
Really?
Hell yeah, I be in the comments, and he said something a few episodes ago, like it be all this positive shit, motherfuckers. Like I fuck with you. Then we one motherfucker.
I know who you talking about too.
And that one, I can't remember your fucking name, nigga,
Jimmy
or whatever.
He going hard on Jimmy.
I'm like,
in the
I feel like
he going so hard on
him. I can't tell.
Is it true?
I don't say, is it you trolling them? Like who trolling?
No, I can't tell if it's a gal or a dude.
They can't stand this guts.
My trolling account on YouTube just got deleted.
Oh, is this for real? I ain't gonna miss all this.
Before I get out of here, I gotta read one of these comments.
That nigga said Jimmy the weakest link. I'm like, what the fuck that be fucking doing, cuz? But then in the next comment, he gonna say, man, I wanna see y'all mix drinks. I'm like, the fuck? Who are you, bro? Why you wanna watch some niggas mix the drinks, my nigga? But anyway, fuck you. Nah, but for real,
keep watching, bro.
Keep watching. I'm gonna get better.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Pull it up.
What did he say, Los?
Because I ain't seen this.
Nah, he got me fucked.
Because all my notifications off. Cause
he on him every episode. He call him a weak link.
Yeah,
Jimmy the weakest bald head ass nigga.
Golly. Tell him to show up at the race.
I don't know if it's a dude or a gal though.
It
might be one of them.
The realest 2019. Jimmy the weakest link.
Yeah, the realest 2019.
Hey, hold on. Let me go to the episode before that.
7-year-old.
Man, I don't know who the fuck it is.
Hey, the episode before that.
Nigga stay talking crazy, man.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Shit. Jimmy the weakest link. He told me,
You put a battery in your back. You got to let him know you ain't the weak link.
What you working on, Carlos?
I'm working on not looking at the comments too because that shit funny.
That shit be funny though.
Man, I'm working on balancing. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Aries was just in Mercury.
Yeah, almost for sure.
Man, Los. What does that mean to you?
Jimmy must know. That's why he laughing so hard.
What does that mean, Los? Break that down.
I'm an Aries, you know, everything in alignment. I'm getting.
That nigga learned that from that guy. He read your birth chart in that club. God damn, bro.
I don't even know where she at now. But look, a lot of people reaching out, a lot of things going on at the same time, and so it's like a balance trying to figure out what's for me and what ain't for me, and if I'm doing too much, if I'm in my own lane, or if, you know. So I'm just really navigating that, trying to figure out exactly like what this next run gonna look like, and so just kind of taking some time to myself to listen to my thoughts.
Before we get out of here, have y'all started y'all's new book shit?
Yeah, you asked us last time.
Yeah, I started. Don't. Yeah. First chapter. No milk. So look, man, keep subscribing, keep watching. Put your W's up if you watching right now. I be seeing y'all. Keep the W's up. Keep the W's up. Put something in the chat.
What's the realest? What's his name? What's his tag?
The realest 2019.
The realest 2019. I'm on you. Follow me if you don't. You probably follow me too.
He probably
do follow me.
It's probably somebody we know. It ain't me
I
though.
would love it, that man.
He over there fucked up too.
It's that same motherfucker, bro. But he want to watch his mixed drinks. I don't understand that.
They've been celebrating 420 extensively, y'all. If you couldn't
Dinner
tell.
was good last
What
night.
What is 420? Where did that come from? What is it?
From my understanding, it was some white boys like in college that just met up at a certain time to smoke weed. Like that's from my understanding. That's
There's something online. I read it yesterday, but I don't have my phone, so I can't look it up.
420 originated in 1970s with the California teenagers known as the Waldos. It was originally their designated post-school 4:20 p.m. meeting time to smoke marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And he came in. It's
I done been to a few. Never mind. I did go to a few 420 festivals back in my day. Pretty fun.
I was at a 420 inspired private dinner last night, and
Allegedly, me too.
Was it vegan food?
They had a vegan menu for us. It wasn't all vegan, but it was
some of the best
for us. It was
food
7-course vegan menu, and shout out to Angel. She put together this nice. She do dinner parties, and the food
nice.
was amazing. I can't remember the chefs' names, but the food was fantastic. So.
Y'all still high today?
I was high for
Clearly.
14
I slept
hours.
Real good. I ain't gonna lie. That
didn't
was probably
sleep
some
at
of
all,
the best
bro.
sleep
I
I
had 17
ever
dreams,
had.
bro. That shit had me
Yeah,
hot.
man, food was amazing. Everything was amazing. It was chef's
You had
kiss.
17
I had
dreams?
17 dreams last night. Two of them wasn't good.
But it was
Well,
all
the other
infused.
15
It was
was,
beautiful.
so that's...
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful night. I can definitely agree. Yeah.
Was it any white people in your dreams?
So, fun fact. I don't see white people in my dreams.
I just read something online and people was like, they never see white people in their
I've
dreams.
never seen a white person in my dream. That's crazy.
And I can't.
Think about it.
I've been attracted to some white women. I don't even have wet dreams about white women.
They turn into avatars.
They
like
turn
blue
into
people.
African American women. Like, you know what I mean? But I've always...
Blackface. You having blackface
but it's always... I'm saying I've never...
Hey, y'all, we gotta go. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. This is the Work in Progress podcast. I'm your boy Lozo. That's Jimmy. That's Star. That's Shute. W's. Peace.